Howdy, howdy. Why is my chat not showing up? You'll have to excuse me, I can barely read the chat because for some reason it's not showing up on OBS. There we go. Wait, why are you booing me? I haven't done anything yet. Hey, Karen. How are you doing today? Hiss? I'll take a hiss. That's fine. Oh. Ah! Terrified. Scared the socks clean off of me. I think we're going to be playing Smog Board today. I've just been feeling that list. We had a good start in the Super Qualifier today with it. Started off 3-0 just to drop off with 3 losses. Unfortunate, but them's the beats. Not the songs. Should retitle my stream? Here's the thing though, I'm kind of lazy. Here, let's see what we can do. There we go. Show and tell. Chain of Smog sideboard tonight. And awesome. Alright, well it should be updated now. Playing Polly Pocket with my kiddo while watching the phone. Committed. You know, I just appreciate you being here every time, Wumpus. Appreciate the hell out of you. Hopefully the stream title's updated now. I'm gonna go ahead and get our league started. And away we go. And we've got our first match. And we win the die roll. Off to a great start. This hand, though, it's not going to cut it. Oh, this hand's way better. This hand is insane. We got protection, fast mana, and the combo on the play. So let's just let's hope that our opponent's not sitting on 2 pieces of relevant interaction. What says you, opponent? Reanimator, my arch nemesis. Well, there are several things that I don't want them to have here. We're probably gonna have the chance to get rid of all of it. But for starters, let's get that one out of here. Should be an easy win in game 1. I can't imagine they have many ways of stopping us here. This was not the best draw 14 I've ever seen, but take their reanimate. Alright, they've seen enough. So we're going to be cutting all of our guys here. Bring in the ones that win without the graveyard. I think we probably leave in one Entomb target. Hopefully that one Entomb target doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. We could take a chance going all in on a Magus here and hope they don't have basic swamp. Doesn't seem great. I think we keep this. The only like turn 0 interaction I have is a Fairy Macabre, and it feels like it would be unproductive to try and mulligan for it. I might just be dead. Oh gosh. Is that it? Surely you didn't spend 2 Dark Rituals just to hardcast a Grief. Yes. Have your way with my hand, opponent. Wow, aggressive. By all means, friendo. I think we're probably better off here just trying to cast this Grief. Kind of feels like they don't have much else going on. They've got 1 card in hand. This is a bizarre game. Alright, we'll just draw more Griefs. We're both out here hard casting Griefs. Alright, their hand's worse than mine, so. Ew. Wait, they know I have a Magus in my hand. Please. me hit a land for this Magus. Oof, feels good. Bye-bye, Saga. I don't think you win this race, opponent. I wish I had another land so I could play all my grief there. Ooh, that changes things a bit. Or does it? If they drew a blank, they're dead. You love to see it. The inferior Reanimator deck being taken down by the OG. That game too was just bizarre. Oh, let's update our record. We are now 1-0. Whoop. I think this hand's a keep. It, of course, depends what we're playing against. If we're playing against counter magic, it's a little bit tricky, but we can discard a Grizzlebrand to hand size, and then we have Unmask and Animate Dead on the next turn. Unless they are Shadow or Scam and are playing their own Reanimates. And if we're playing against something that doesn't have game 1 interaction, like Goblins or something, then we just make a Grizzlebrand on turn 1 and sit pretty. Tropical Island. Green Sun for 1. So I think, looking at what we see here, I think we're fairly safe to just discard a Grizzlebrand to hand size. Hopefully don't get too punished for that. Now, if they're a deck that's playing Tropical Island, Dryad Arbor, and they have black mana and Reanimate, then joke's on me. Whatever. Cool, cool. Looking very Bant over there. Alright, they are going to have the ability to bounce Grizzlebrand, but not before we draw a ton of cards. Brainstorm and Natural Order. Well, let's get that Natural Order out of here. Grizzlebrand, come on, do your thing. Alright, Lotus Petal? No Lotus Petal. That's unfortunate. Oh well, we'll have a strong turn next turn. For right now, I think we will just go ahead and take their Brainstorm away. Alright. One of the weaker draw 14s I've ever seen, but oh well. Any order is fine. Grizzlebrand's going right back in my hand. You got it, Chief. Atraxa. Alright. Let's start by seeing if they drew anything relevant. They did draw something relevant. Look at that. They don't get to keep it, but good for them. Ooh-wee. Put those two in the graveyard. There's our namesake card. Ooh, goody. There's a lot of goodies here. Enchantment, instant, land, creature, sorcery. And then let's go ahead and use our mana. Let's animate dead on Archon. See which of these they decide to sacrifice. We'll go ahead and put our last Archon in the graveyard while we're here. And we have the ability to kill them next turn. What did they draw? That's fine. Mm-hmm. What's your last card, opponent? Show me. Gimme, gimme. Opponent's holding on for dear life. They draw another natural order. That'd be very funny. Green Sun for 3. They have Grist in their deck? Oh, that, honey, that doesn't matter. You're so dead already. They just don't know it yet. Mm-hmm. GG. Alright, that was a little bit messier than it needed to be. But we got there. I think that we do bring in Magus for this matchup. We definitely are cutting at least those. Definitely these. All of these. And I think we can probably live without Archon in this matchup. We can put a Sedgemoor Witch into play. Yeah, sure. Savannah Pass feels an awful lot like I'm about to get Veil Summered, and it's gonna hurt. Still gonna do it though. Okay, I'd rather pitch the animated dead. Please don't fail me. I asked for one fucking thing. They're gonna swords this Sedgemoor Witch. And I'm gonna cry. Wow. You could have seen that coming. They also kept a one-lander. People love to keep. Well, that sure is a hand. We need several things here. We need land drop. Oh, they found a blue source to turn their days on. Let's take one of these. We'll try and reanimate one and hope that we can eat the other endurance. It's not looking great though. Ooh, what is this? Leold. Well, this is good because this means that they're going to have to pitch 2 cards if they don't want me to have an endurance. They don't mind me having an endurance, apparently. I don't really want any of that back in my deck. Okay, so they probably drew another green card. I would not be surprised if it's a natural order. And we're just going to get... Oh. Alright, we need land. We have found the combo. We need the lands to cast them. Preferably through a daze. That's fine. That's Swords to Plowshares that's not being spent on my Witherbloom Apprentice. Ugh. Pretty soon here we are not going to have the life points to play with anymore. I think we need to draw land this turn. They're actually going to have lethal next turn. This is maybe okay. Because we can Dark Ritual, we can play the Witherbloom Apprentice through a daze. They daze the Chain of Smog. And we lose the other one. I don't think I have much of a choice here. We are dead on board. I think we target them with this. Because if they copy it and send it back to us, they get to keep one card. If they don't copy it, then they lose 2 cards. I still need to hit a land drop next turn. If I target myself, they just daze it after I discard these 2, and we are out of everything. I'm going to target them. Oh, they get to draw a card from doing that. Big yikes. Okay, they're just going to daze it outright. That's fine. We're no longer dead on board. We've gotten rid of the daze. We have to dodge a lot of things to win here and draw a land next turn. Alright, it's all over. That's their 3rd Swords to Plowshares. Game 3. Ooh, we have the combo on turn 2, protected by a grief. The problem is, if I let them take a turn, we get veiled. I think we keep it. I think I want to try. I think it's better to grief them before they can hold up Veil. What are we looking at, opponent? A lot to try and beat, unfortunately. I think what we're looking at is take days and hope they don't draw a blue card. Theoretically, their one draw is a blue card. That kills us here. Plays the Dryad Arbor. Yep. Which means their draw probably wasn't a land. Right. I don't think we really have any recourse here except to just go for it. Oh, they drew the blue card. I know they did. That took them way too long. You know, realistically, I probably should have just taken the forest since they didn't even have an island in their hand. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's probably a punt that has lost me the match. I mean, if we took that line, then we also just lose to any island off the top, which means like any fetch land. So I'm not sure if it's objectively a punt or not. Our friend here, however, cannot seem to draw the lands they need. They named Bloodstainmire. They're going in. They're going deep. All right, Dark Ritual's not a bad draw. Yeah, that's that's definitely one of the ways it could have gone. Oh, and I'm just fucking messing up all over the place. Where is my mind? That was so incredibly bad. And they're sitting on surgical. Yeah, let's just move on. That was not excellent gameplay. That game was probably very winnable if I didn't throw it in the garbage can. Oh man, you always hate to see a hand like this on a mulligan to 5. Because even on a mull to 6, this hand is insane. Well, they're F6. We are unpunished. Unfortunately, probably not going to get to know what they're playing. Because they're very likely going to scoop to just the first Thoughtseize effect. Yeah, let's... Well, we're just going to sideboard in our sideboard package. And maybe we'll find out this game what they're playing. Oh, this hand is so full of good cards. Too full of good cards. Again. Oh no. I think we're putting back. Oh, we only need to put. We need to keep 4. Oh no, we do want 2 lands though. We'll do this. Okay, so they are a blue deck. They just didn't have any interaction in that hand. Oh, Blitz, that's not a good sign. This is feeling a lot like probably Sultai Beans. Well, let's find out. Or attempt to, anyway. Taiga. Oh, we're gonna get veiled. Always getting veiled. Well, alright. We have a plan. We're playing against Storm? Underground Sea Taiga says Storm to me. Oh yeah, we're gonna get beseeched. Alright, well now we know what we're playing against. And we're actually going to take out the Witherbloom package. We're gonna play just straight Reanimator. And we're gonna try and Sire of Insanity them. We have Entomb, Reanimate, and Grief. We can't Grief them on turn 1, unfortunately. But I don't think that this version of Storm can kill us on turn 1 either. In fact, with them mulling to 6, us on 3 lands and a looting, it might be correct to just scam this Grief. Talk to you later, Andrew. Have a good night. let's see what we're up against over here. Fascinating stuff. Take the ponder. Get our clock going. I think we are taking the Dark Ritual. It's a good one to throw in the bin. Ooh. I think they thought about Burning Wishing there. Oh, they're getting pretty close to casting that Song of Creation. That's concerning. Oh, piece of candy. Now I wonder if we are Burning Wishing for an answer to Grizzlebrand, or if we are casting this Song of Creation. I feel like it's probably a Burning Wish to answer Grizzlebrand. Yep. There's the one. You got it. They still have to win the game at some point. I would love to get this Song of Creation out of their hands. Well, and could put Grizzlebrand back in play, but they're not drawing us any cards. He is, however, putting lethal on the table, so. Hopefully the two cards they have in their hand don't kill us. F6. Do what you'd like, opponent. Nice. Alright, redeeming ourselves slightly. We are now 2-1. Let's get queued up for match number 3. Hmm. I would like to play first. Tonight's the night of the no-landers, eh? Sounds pretty good. We will keep. Opponent is currently on 6, contemplating their 6. Give me a little peek. Just a little look-see. They're considering. Or maybe they're AFK, not thinking about this at all. Who could say? Ooh. This is going to be a very easy game 1 and a very tricky post board. I will take your fast mana. Not the OP was in fact buffering. Seems like they're going to be all match. Oh, they drew a pedal. Okay. I'm going to put a Grizzlebrand in play, if that's cool with you, opponent. I don't think it was okay with them. Alright, well, Magus is not good in this matchup. We're going to bring in just the Smog combo. Going to do our usual trimming of the fellas. That's a holiday in Sweden. And we're going to run it like this. Would love to finish up this league with a 4-1 record. Hopefully we can slam dunk this match and win our last one. This hand is almost good. Eh. This hand might work if they don't have a chalice on one. I think I'm willing to give it a try. Will they keep their 6? They're buffering again, by the way. I wonder if their thinking cap will help them win this match. We'll put back one of the witches. Alright, fingers crossed for new chalice. Kind of feels like a chalice. I'm serious. I ask for one thing. Well, there's a land. Let's see if we can tag something fun out of their graveyard. Oh, it's another chalice. Well, we absolutely can't let 4th happen to us, so I guess they get another chalice if they want. They're going to play a chalice on 2. You got it. Well, if they don't draw any action, maybe we can just win the game with this witch. Not that one. Oh no. Yeah, that's going to be it for us. I think we're on 0 outs. Let's try again. Game 3. Kind of a quiet stream tonight. May end up calling it a little early. It looks like this league is pretty set to finish up around 8:30 or so. I would like to play first, yes. Wow. I mean, I can crank up the moto sounds. Every time we start a game, get that loud whoosh. That is a dog shit hand. So is this one. Ay, ay, ay. The worst part about taking mulligans in this game is that every time I take a mulligan, I have to wait like another 30 seconds for my opponent to figure out what they're doing, and they kept 7. Alright. Give me that. Give me... Put back. This one. So now I'm going to have to choose if I'm going to dark write this witch into play, then I no longer have grief scam. If I'm going to grief scam, I probably have to pitch the witch. Pitch the witch or pitch the dark ritual. None of it's great. I think we're pitching the witch, unfortunately. I think it's just way too likely that they have a Swords to Plowshares effect or a Solitude. They Solitude the Grief and oh, wow. Why would you keep this hand? That is a lot of dead Chrome Moxes. Ooh-wee. Oh, they found the plains. Well, they're going to get their chalice on one. Their hand's not going to do a whole lot else. Well, you've come this far, opponent. Cast the chalice. They have exactly one legal game action that makes any sense at all, and they are still not taking a game action. Thank you. I have never been so happy to see a chalice in my life. So we'll get that out there while the getting's good. Alright, and then blanks for the rest of the time, please. Okay. We're just throwing Chrome Moxes into the wind. I guess they're better off there as Bombardier fodder than chilling in hand where they can get discarded. Alright, well, now we play the game of can this grief go the distance? I'm drawing dead. Hopefully opponent is drawing dead. There's a pedal. For sure. Oh, I'm gonna pedal for myself. Come on, big money, no whammies. Eh? More blanks? No, don't. Okay, we don't care about that one. You know, 2 petals out, if we hit enough land drops, we can cast an Atraxa. Yeah, turn him sideways. The little grief that could. Survey says. Do we win? The suspense is killing me. Oh gosh. It's really not a game we should have won. Our opponent kept such a bad hand. Alright, last match of the night, it looks like. Can we finish up with a clean 4-1? Alright, so we have, theoretically, turn 1 Thoughtseize them. Turn 2 Thoughtseize ourself Reanimate with the potential to also Grief. So, depending on the matchup, this hand could be very good. Prismatic Vista says to me, control deck. Which means I think I hope it's not ninjas. I'm trying to decide if I want to just discard this Archon to hand size, or if I just want to start tearing their hand apart. I think we want to start going after their hand. Cycles Lorien revealed. I love when people do the land cyclers in response to a discard spell. It always... Oh! That's not what I was expecting. That one, please. Given that their hand is pretty much stone cold nothing, I feel good about this. Of course, now they get some looks at action with this Ponder. Chooses not to shuffle. Interesting. Oh, they revealed one of these islands. Alright. Ooh, fancy. We don't really need this dark ritual, so I think that's the one we're going to pitch here to the grief. Dismiss. Alright, step through wizard cycles for 2. We'll take that one. We're going to put an Archon into play and start ripping their hand apart that way. Hopefully they don't draw a soul land here to land a Thought Lash. They discard an island. I think that's probably the only thing that would keep them in this game. If they don't resolve a Thought Lash on this turn, I think we're chilling. Discards a Tundra, so their hand is 2 Thought Lashes. So what if we just take both of them? Reanimate this one. And we'll unmask the other. Okay, time for sideboard. Here's the funny thing, Witherbloom Apprentice and Sedgemoor Witch both win through a Thought Lash, which is pretty nice. This is a combo matchup, so I am tempted to leave in Sire. But we're also not going heavy on our reanimation plan. I'm going to leave in Sire just in case, rather than the first Faithless Looting. Begins with 7 cards. I don't think this hand's good enough. On the draw, I'm willing to keep this one. We have the ability to play Witch on turn 2. We have a discard spell. If we draw a reanimation spell, we can unmask pitching the Sedgemoor Witch and go for it. Never mind. That's not exactly what I was expecting to see out of them. Dark Ritual. That card is literally dead. I will play out my Lotus Petal. Oh, wow. Just one lander on the strength of Deafening Silence, I guess. Alright. Dark Ritual's dead. Let's go for an unmask. Well, that's a very unfortunate hand I'm looking at here. So we are now on the hope that my opponent never draws a second land plan. Aw, beans. They have 2 Force of Wills, so unfortunately this Chain of Smog is not going to get us where we want. But let's see if we can get some 1/1s out of it. Maybe I'll just target them. If we target them, we guaranteed get 2 1/1s. Because if they force it, then we entomb on their turn to get another 1/1. Yeah. Alright. We have grown our clock. They only get to cast Ponder. They cannot cast Paradigm Shift this turn. But if they find 2 lands off the Ponder, then they can choose to shuffle. We love to see it. And they didn't draw a land. More fellas for the witch. What do we want to put in the graveyard? Probably Sire. Get in there, my minions. Now, what about witch number 2? How do we feel about that? Also, the more cards they put in their graveyard, the worse this Paradigm Shift gets. So they have Oracle and 1 unknown left in hand. There's a cavern. Not playing out the Oracle as a blocker, though. Unfortunately, land was not the draw we wanted to hit. That's fine. You're still taking 4 here. We're playing out the Oracle, which you love to see. Yeah, all right. Grief is probably one of our better draws. If they don't block here, they're in big trouble. We're going to put 2 attackers with Menace in play. That's not how that works, buddy. You got a double block. No blockers. Alright, how about another 3-2 with Menace then? Feeling pretty strong about this position. I think we might be finishing up our league with a 4-1 after all. They need to produce a removal spell or 2 additional blockers. The attack with the pest token is free. Uh-oh, you picked the wrong one. That has ward pay 3 life on it, and you cannot do that. Opponent needs to practice their reading comprehension just a little bit. So, fun stuff. We finished with a 4-1. You know, I kind of threw our one match, so it very well could have been a trophy, but it's okay. Maybe next time. Smogboard continues to impress. Let's check real quick and see if we got anything fun out of these chests. Oh, we opened an endurance. Those are actually worth quite a bit on Modo. So we got paid out pretty well for this league. Excellent stuff. We've been live for about an hour and a half now. We got 1 league in. I feel like it's not a bad time to call it a night. So I appreciate everybody who came and hung out and watched me play some mediocre Reanimator. And hopefully see you all again next Thursday. Have a good night, everybody.